So hello everyone, this is Coding with Ojas and today I'm going to be showing you 10 VS Code extensions that you should definitely use and I really recommend. So without wasting any further time, let's get started. Okay, so let's start with our first extension which is Better Align. So this extension here, you can search it here. So BETTER Better ALIGN, and you need to click on the second one link because this is deprecated. This is the wrong one. This is now deprecated. We can use this one. So this one is what it will do is actually it will format your code. It's kind of like formatting your code, but it formats like your alignment of words. So if you have something like this, yeah, it really looks dirty, you can make it look something like this over here. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to use this. So here, let's say you do something like this and you put many spaces here and you put something like this. I'm sure nobody would do like this. This will not look good. I'm sure nobody would do like this, but let's say you have something like this. What you could do is click the Alt A shortcut, the Option, and then the A shortcut, and it will automatically align and make it look more beautiful. So this I highly recommend, and it will make your code readability much more better so that other developers or you could understand it much better. Okay, so to the next VS Code extension, we are on the second number, Better Comments. So Better Comments is also a good one. You search here COMMENTS. So Better Comments. Here you need to click this link, Better Comments by Aaron Bond. So this will improve your code commenting by annotating with alert, informational, to-dos and more. So this is how it will look like. It will have this important, you could have this, if it starts with an asterisk, it means that this is important information, and you could make it green color, like this green color. If it starts with an exclamation point, make it red color. So it just basically does with comments. So if you go here, I can do this here. So right now if I go here and do info, yeah, I don't think it works on basic documents like this, but if you go to your user settings, so if you click Command Shift V, open your user settings, and it's in the JSON format. Here you can actually make this your own configuration for Better Comments. So I will be leaving this in the description to copy. So this is what I normally use, and what it does, if I put info and then hello, now it highlights it. So what I did it was make the background color, I made the background color highlighted like blue color, and the foreground color to be white. Normally normally you might do is something like this. You would make the foreground color the color you want to use, and the background color transparent. But I made it like this because it's more noticing, like everybody is going to put their eyes here when they see it. Okay, so this is why I like Better Comments. I really recommend it. It also improves your code readability. And let's move on to the next extension. So the next extension is third one, which is Code Spell Checker. This Code Spell Checker, if you go here, code SPELL spell, I spelled that wrong, yeah. And on the first recommendation you see Code Spell Checker. It is by Street Side Software. You can also make it to your language, like if you are Russian, you can choose that one too. But this is for normally the international one. So what it will do is it will help you in your spell checker. So it will see if you are spelling something right. So if I say code spell checker like check R, then it will say checker unknown word. By the way, I will tell you later how I'm getting this commenting on what is the error. So yeah, you can remove this, and So it will just basically just remind you that this is not a word. It does not know this word. So it's a spell checker. Like those Grammarly you see on your ads basically every time. This is what it is, just for VS Code. Okay, so this will also improve your code readability, and it will reduce spelling mistakes in your code, which could often make it less readable. So that's why I recommend this. Let's move on to the fourth extension. The fourth extension is colorize. So if you search here, COLORIZE, colorize. This is the first link. Yeah, this one by Kamikeleroto. I don't know why his name is like that, but still respect him for the making the extension. So this extension will just basically highlight the color with the color you just made. I didn't think I gave a good example. I will show you with an example. Okay, so if I go here, I have some Chrome folder here. Let's open this. So if you see here, there might be somewhere like here like red. So let's say maybe the background color of this, so background color is equal to red. And yeah, you do need to activate this extension. So if you go here, it will show you how to activate this function. You go down, and so how you would do is just click here and COLORIZE color. Yeah, maybe okay. Yeah, but you need to activate it or somehow like reload your window. Yeah, okay, done. So this is how it will do. It will basically just highlight it with the color you just specified. So it's like I specified here red, so it will now highlight it red. So let's do something like white. So now it will highlight white here. So this will just basically help you to see what color you have just entered. So let's say I entered some hexadecimal values. Those are pretty hard to understand, so that's why let's do something like 101010. So this it will help you visualize it. So if I think this should be in a strings form. String. Okay, okay, yeah, so it is highlighting the text here, I think. Oh, okay, I understand. So this color which I have specified, if you see closely, it is actually changing. It is a black color. So let's put it to something like FF F0 F0. Yeah, something like that. Okay. So now if you see, yeah, you can see the difference here. It is now highlighted to the color you just specified here. This is very helpful if you don't know the hexadecimal value, you would need to go to your browser and search for hexadecimal color picker, and in that you need to enter this value. But here with this extension, you can just check which value you just entered. So this is pretty cool. It also helps you in CSS. I'm not really a fan of CSS, but yeah, I still install it. Let's say maybe somehow I want to use CSS, so yeah, it will be pretty helpful. Okay, so let's move on to the next extension. So the next extension is 5, color error lens. This is a very good extension. I recommend this. It is the best extension ever. So if we search here ERROR lens, so you search error lens and you will get this link. Just click on it and enable it. It is very good. So let's say maybe you just did some bad spelling mistake. This extension works really well with the code spell checker. So let's say maybe you spelled it again, check R, then it will work really well with the code spell checker and say it will show what is the spelling mistake. So this is basically just if you make errors or something like that. Like look, let's say I remove the comment here. So now it says expected comma. So I can add that back. So now it is much better, and now I'm no. So yeah, this will really improve your coding experience. And most of the time, if you like do something like colorize. So if you do some spelling mistake, you would have to, if you don't have this extension installed, you would have to hover over here, wait for a few seconds, and then you will know what is happening, which is pretty bad and it wastes your time. So error lens just saves your time. Okay, so let's move on to the next extension. So the next extension is the 6th number, JetBrains Fleet Theme. This is my favorite theme. I'm not lying. I'm using it right now. So JetBrains Fleet Theme. So here, if you go, yeah, this is a JetBrains Fleet Theme. So you need to, this is by Michael Zaho. Yeah, Michael, it is by Michael. So JetBrains Fleet theme is a really good theme that actually mimics the JetBrains Fleet editor look. So if you don't know, there's a new editor coming out. It's JetBrains Fleet by the JetBrains company. I use their products like PyCharm and most of it, but the Fleet theme is the best. The Fleet theme is looking it was looking very good, so I used it, and it looks pretty good. You can see it in your settings.json file too. It highlights it mostly with this aqua type teal color kind of, and it really looks good. Let's open actually some Python file. So let's go here, .py, yes, untitled project.py. So here you see from rich import print. This was some previous project preparation, but if you see, it really looks good. It highlights purple and it is more like rainbow color, but yeah, it's still really good. Okay, so now let's move on to the next extension. Let's close all this. Okay, yeah, so the next extension is the JetBrains icon theme. So yeah, I think I spelled that wrong here. FLEET. Okay, forget that. So if we go to JetBrains icon theme, so if you go here, you will find this, the first link only, JetBrains icon theme. So this is by Chad Adams, and it is of icon theme. So it will just basically make your icons look like JetBrains only. So you see here, this reminds you of JetBrains like theme. So if you use some JetBrains product like PyCharm or IntelliJ, so it will just basically give that icon theme only, and it looks pretty good. I really recommend it. It really gives more descriptive power to these icons. So okay, let's move on to the next extension. Next extension is the 8 number map for VS Code. This is my best extension. I also always use it. Let's search it. Map for VS Code. This first one, and this one is actually going to help you make PowerPoint presentations kind of. So I already made one. If I go back to my Explorer here, so in my desktop I made this markdown folder, and here I have this map.md. This is what it looks like, and if I go here, this is what I made. So if I go here, yes, it has many themes also. It has 3 themes that you can use, but if you add the class, it gives you 6 themes. So this is kind of like improved markdown. It helps you to make PowerPoint presentations. So this really looks good, and I also like this. It is pretty good. I made this, and maybe I will actually put this in my GitHub if you want to see this whole presentation which I made. It's just basically some tutorial only kind of. It is basically just markdown but more improved for PowerPoint. It's like PowerPoint but free. Okay, so let's move on to the next extension. Okay, so the next extension is live preview. So this is for those people who are really into HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So this is for those people. This is for web development. So let's open some website. Hopefully if I have oh, sadly I don't have it. Okay, so if you like open it, so what it will basically do is it will put a preview of what you have made. So if you have HTML code here, maybe I can make a new text file. Let's put some First I'm going to command S this. No, not this one. Okay, yeah. So save as. Here we are going to put .html and let's save it to my desktop only. So save. Here if I put some HTML code, okay, auto generated that, it was a snippet. So now what I can do is run this here only. If I put here live preview, show preview internal browser. So here now I can actually view what I made. So here it is kind of like live only. So if I make a new tag, let's do h1 tag. Let's put hello world. Yeah. So this, it will give you live preview that is always live, like it is right on your right in your code editor. You don't have to do some weird, like you don't need to align this VS Code to the left and put a browser on the right to view it. It is just literally like the best live preview. It is, you know, the live server extension. Yeah, I would actually recommend that, but this live preview actually takes the first place. So if you see, it is like live, it is always live. So I can put this, I'm going to command C this and save this. So, sorry, not save. So now look, it instantly does that, and I haven't even clicked the save button. So it's the live server mod, which is truly live server, meaning each line of code you type is going to show up here without even saving. How cool is that? So it is really good for those people who are web developers, and I'm sure many people will love it. And let's move on to the next extension. I'm going to delete this because I don't need it. So 10th extension, image preview. This is for, if we go here, user chrome.css, we can find it over here somewhere. So this image preview extension, let's go to extension. So here image preview, this one, it is by I'm not even going to read that, just it is by somebody who's, I think, in French, and I don't know really. Yeah, but image preview is a good extension. It gives you a preview of like an URL you just put in HTML, and it gives you on the left. So yeah, this will be actually useful in the map extension. So you install this, and then after you install, I'm going to go to my map here, and here look, it gives you a really small preview, but you can see it. But if you want a bigger preview, you can actually hover over it, wait for a second, yeah, and it gives you a preview of it, of what the screenshot is. It is a pretty good extension, and it just helps you in seeing the screenshot you have or the image you have. It just helps you to preview it without opening it in some photos app or something. It just helps you a lot of time. It just saves you a lot of time. Okay, so these are all the extensions which I really recommend, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you use these extensions. These are just out of the world, like really good. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and have a nice day.